It's 2 weeks before the average first frost, 2021, and here's what the greenhouse looks like. Just got done transplanting a bunch of this cabbage into 4-inch pots. Over here you can see we have some herbs growing in those 6-inch pots. Also broccoli that I'll transplant tomorrow, some peppers over here, some goji berries, fennel, yarrow, more peppers over there that looks like melons of some kind. We have some pawpaws that are waiting to come back to life this year. A bunch of chard, tomatoes. Over here, stinging nettles. That's fun to touch. Come and check them out. Over here we have other stuff. Watermelons waiting to go. San Marzano tomatoes, which are the traditional marinara sauce tomato. Jalapeno peppers, tomatillos, waiting on some habaneros to pop up. So if you like super hot things, that's not me, but we've got something for you as well. We've got more stuff on this row, some herbs like lavender. We've got a bunch of stuff mixed up because it's not great to all have it in one spot. But in here, even more tomatoes. We've got flowers, chives, some onions that are out in the garden. I'll show you out here shortly. Tomatoes. We've got stuff over here that's cool to see too. Some kiwi, gooseberries, hydrangeas. What are these? Kiwis. These are mulberry trees. Some elderberry, a couple different varieties of blueberry bush back there. Some pomegranates, currants. I don't know what that is. Different kind of currant, some raspberries, zucchini popping off heavy. Over here we've got gooseberries and goji berries. That looks like a fig tree, and a raspberry. Some trees growing up on the side here. We've got an orange in the middle. There's the aquaponics setup. Fish going in this week. Strawberries are really popping off. I wish I had saved that one that was there to eat with you. Things are really going well there. Let's run outside real quick and I'll show you what's up with the garden. Hold on. Look at the dog in the meantime. There he is. There he is. Don't click away. Don't click away. View time is important. Walking through the garden gate now. The water hookup. There's the asparagus beds. The on-contour garden beds we'll take a look at here in a minute. Over here is the solar-powered fish breeding setup, which we're doing. We've got some fish in here that are living. Hopefully I won't drop my phone in. That solar panel and charge controller and battery kicks on a pump to cycle it through. There's like a filter system up there, and some plants are waiting to go in there. That's all very cool. But what's even cooler, and I'm really happy about right now, is all of these garden beds and the cover crops on them. I think that looks awesome. And right now with the sun close to setting, maybe another hour or so, you can really kind of see the microclimates that are happening. You see on the edges of the beds there's a hotter spot, and then on the other side there's a cooler spot, and that happens so we can plant the same plant and get two totally different tastes, particularly with like microgreens and mustards and stuff. If we want a hot spicy mustard, we plant it on one side of the bed. If we can't really handle the spice so much, then we plant it on the other. And that's kind of a cool thing, but it's a benefit of making these permanent raised beds all the time. And they're on contour, so they collect water, which we've talked about a lot. And it kind of looks like, a rib cage walking down this central path and then branching out on contour. So people will be like, yo, you've got a lot of looks like weeds on here. And nope, not true. These are actually like mustard greens growing, cover crops, so you can eat that, no problem. This is an annual ryegrass, which we'll use as a cover crop and chop it down as a mulch. We'll throw that mulch in the paths, just plant what we want in the beds and chop all this stuff down so that it just decays and composts in place. We've got onions from last year that hopefully will go to seed, and we can collect that for future plantings. And then as we walk down, you can see the beds that we worked on yesterday, flattening this out, just making the path a little bit nicer. And then we planted a bunch of onions and broccoli through here. So you can see the onion and the broccoli and more broccoli, and on the other side, onions again. So that'll be very cool. So we've got this whole bed essentially done like that, going down. There was a little bit of hoeing and breaking up the top, but that was no problem really, because we've already done a lot of the heavy work in building the bed. So I don't want to step in this bung. That's a way for controlling water that is really outside of the scope of this video, but whatever. And here's the rhubarb. So with that, I guess, you know, that's pretty much it. We'll take these tarps up, make a couple more beds like this going down. And then we've got potatoes and corn and squash and beans and stuff going in that broadacre, which is the same as what we've got up here, but it's just less shovel time to really shape the beds like that. We can just throw out the seed, broadcast it, or plant it with like an earthway seeder, and we'll be good to go. This is longer than I wanted it to be, but thanks for sticking around if you're still here. Check us out, sustainablehomestead.com.